Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for FL25 Master League here with Manchester City. As you saw in the news there, a streak of Manchester City wins shows Van der Sar celebrating. This is the halfway point of season win. Manchester City runaway winners of the Premier League for the first half. There's Pep Guardiola and Rodri together. Let's have a look at the database anyway. Look at the Premier League and how the standings look. So currently looks like this. Manchester City after 14 wins, 3 draws and 2 losses. We sit top of the table on 45 points. We have 3 points clear of second placed Arsenal and 5 points clear of third place Liverpool at the halfway point of the season. Goal difference wise, we're way ahead. 39 goals scored, which is the best, just a few ahead of Liverpool, and only 9 goals conceded, by far the best defence in the league as well. A plus 30 goal difference gives us a real big space. Newcastle, Chelsea, Brighton, Forest, Burnley, Fulham and Leeds United make up the rest of the top 10. Some surprises in there, specifically Leeds and Burnley, newly promoted sides. Unai Emery's Aston Villa aren't doing pretty well and not doing well at all, down in 11th. Then met by Spurs, Palace, Man United in 14th, West Ham in 15th, and then it's sort of the relegation battle players with United, Palace and West Ham being possibly dragged into it as well, with Brentford, Bournemouth, Sunderland, the newly promoted side, Wolves and also Everton down there at the league table. As for the goal ranking, well, it is Erling Haaland top in the goals currently in the Premier League with 14 goals in around, I think, 17 appearances. Mo Salah second with 12. No Alexander Isak in there, which is a bit of a surprise. We've also got Marmoush in there with 8 and Ryan Cherki in there with 6 as well. And top in the assists, he's not a Manchester City player. It's Bruno Guimaraes and Moises Caicedo from Chelsea, Newcastle tied on 8. Wirtz in 3rd or 2nd on 5th. The Liverpool man. Gibbs White in there as well with 5 so far for Forest. It's Cherki, Marmoush and Haaland and Foden and Nunez all tied on 3 there further down. And in terms of assist ranking, it's not going to show us. In the Championship, in terms of who's going to be coming up next season, as it looks at the moment at midway point, it looks like Leicester City and Middlesbrough decide to come up with Millwall, Preston, Sheffield, Southampton, Watford, QPR and Hull City all in that battle to be promoted as well. And top goal scorer in that current competition is Keeper Moore with 12. He has been scoring the goals for them. Emirates FA Cup, we're still in that one, it doesn't matter anyway, does it? But the top goal scorer anyway in the Emirates FA Cup is in fact Josh Sargent with 3, Haaland not far behind with 2. So that is how it's looking in that competition. We're going to have a look at as well some of the leagues around the world. In Ligue 1, top of that table is Paris Saint-Germain, 10 points clear already of AS Monaco at the midway point. Top goal scorer in the league is Magari of Toulouse. They've got Monfils as well scoring, Payot scoring. Fabien Ruiz has got 8 actually, which is a bit of a surprise. And top in the assists in that league is in fact João Neves with 6. Some really impressive players across the leagues that we're going to have a look at here. So that is France. Into the Italian league, Serie A is led by Inter, 3 points clear of AC Milan, up there with Napoli and AS Roma. Does Kevin De Bruyne come on the assist ranking? We'll have to see. Lukaku's topping goals with 13. Interestingly, Scamacca up there as well with De La Feu. Lautaro Martinez has got 8. And top in assists, is it Kevin De Bruyne at the midway point? It's not. It's Zelensky. De Bruyne is not even in the top area at all. It looks like Samuel Ricci actually from midfield is doing very well. These Hull midfielders seem to get really good assist ratings in this one. We don't need to look at that league. We're probably going to look at La Liga as well, see how they're doing there. Probably the Bundesliga as well. They're the top sides, the top leagues, aren't they? Before we look into our side. Girona in 2nd, so Mikel Girona side doing amazing as well. Barcelona down in 9th. Wow, who'd have thought that? Girona battling with Real Madrid for the title. Topping goals is Stoichkov of Alaves, and then it is Lewandowski up there. Girona's top goal scorer Tyskanov. In fact, I'm very surprised to see them up there. And top in assists is Trent Alexander-Arnold, 8 from fullback. Romeo's in there, Ivan Mars as well. But credit to Girona, they are giving Real Madrid a run for their money. And then finally, the Bundesliga, the German league. Top in that league is Freiburg. Wow, there's been some big surprises actually so far, which I'm liking. Some new ways of looking at it. It's not the usual suspects. I mean, Dortmund down in 9th, Freiburg top on 37, Leipzig second on 34, Dortmund all the way down there. Bayer Leverkusen under Ten Hag in 6th. Is Bayern in 3rd. You expect them to come back. Top goal scorer in the Bundesliga is Harry Kane with 10. Elise in there with 10 and with 8. And top in assists anyway is looking like that. Elise up there, he's having a really good season for Bayern as well. Let's have a look also at the Champions League. This is how the Champions League table is looking for you guys to see. We didn't qualify automatically to the knockout stages. So through to the knockout stages are the failing in La Liga but doing amazingly in the La Liga. In the Champions League is Barcelona, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern, Chelsea, Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, Inter are the 8 sides who are automatically qualified. Automatically eliminated are Union Saint-G, Crvena Zvezda, Slavia Praha, Bodo Glimt, Outgoes Copenhagen, Ferencvaros, Club Brugge, Eintracht Frankfurt, Anderlecht, Dynamo Kiev, Porto and Celtic. They're the teams automatically relegated and knocked out of the Champions League. We finished in 21st place after 8 games, a 0 goal difference on 12 points. In fact, we finished just 1 point and 1 place higher than we did last year, so another poor season in the Champions League. The sides that we could face in the knockout stages: Napoli, Atalanta, PSV, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Monaco, Galatasaray, Athletic Club, Bayer Leverkusen, Newcastle, Marseille, Juventus, Sporting and Tottenham Hotspur. Now I think we do face someone on that other side who finishes in the opposite position. I think it's the top 8 of this versus the middle 8. I don't know how it works, but there is a team that we automatically will play. I think judging by that, if we count up 4 from the bottom, which would be us, and then 4 from the top, we will be facing possibly Atletico Madrid. Don't hold me to that one, I'm not quite sure. It looks like we could face Atleti in the qualifying stages of the competition. Now let's have a look also at our player stats for the midpoint, our loan players, and so much more yet. These are the player records for this season so far. You can see in the order of where they are in the squad. Our most used player so far is between Jeremy Doku and Erling Haaland, both playing 23 games between them. Omar Marmoush has made 22 appearances and Jurian Cherki has as well. Topping the goals, of course, is Erling Haaland. He's got 21 goals so far in 23 appearances. Cherki's got 6, Foden's got 4. Any other big scorers in there? Doku has got, it says only 1 here, which isn't true. We know he's seen score 3 or 4 in the Champions League. Savinho's got 3, Marmoush has got 9, Oscar Bob with 2, and topping assists is actually Ryan Cherki in there, and Reinders with 4 and 6 between them as well. James Trafford's played 20 games. Top so far in terms of performances, Haaland with a 6.9 rating. But you can see there are lots of players playing games. There's a few players that are not yet to make an appearance, of course. That is Max Elaine and Marcus Bettinelli. Elaine will be leaving at the start of this January transfer window on loan, as will Jamai Simpson-Puzet, and as will Vita Heiss. He'll be leaving, moving somewhere as well. Sangare will be sticking around, I think, in the squad. So Ryan McKay as extra options, as will Divine Mukasa. But we're going to see Regan Heskey moving on. So let's just see the development of the players, however, how players have developed over this season, because as you get into the new year in this game, the players overall do sort of tick over a bit, and the development of the players overall wise, it builds up slowly, and then as you hit a new year, it sort of hit very fast. So some players could go up by 1, 2 overall ratings going into the second half of the season, and you will see that now with some of the players and how they developed. Looking at our squad, you can see the development of some of these players. Marcus Bettinelli stays at 70 rated. Joe Costa's still 83 rated, but James Trafford has pushed up with him to be 83 rated as well, which is good to see those two together. They are battling it out for that #1 role constantly in this City side. Vita Heiss, he is going to be on the loan list. He's grown to 75 rated. Intention for us to come back as a really good player for this side. John Stones has decreased to 81. Kusanov has now grown to 82, starting to build his way as a starting centre-back for this team. Ake stays at 83. I think Diaz is teetered between 84 and 85. Form does play a big part in this game, but Diaz is now 85 again. Varnell's grown to 86. He is key to this City back line. Nico O'Reilly has been fantastic for us, has grown to 78. He is a class player. Ait Nuri is grown to 84. Mateus Nunes has gone up 1, I think, to 78, and Vanderson has gone up 1 as well to 83 over the course of the season so far. Our backline is looking a lot stronger in that sense. Nico has grown to 80. Rodri stays, I think, has gone down to 90. Mukasa has grown to 72. Rico Lewis has been great when he's played, has grown to 77. Mateo Kovacic, I think, is teetered between 81 and 79. He's now met in the middle at 80. Bernardo Silva stays at 83. Tajani Ryan has grown to 87, now proving what a key player he is in that City midfield alongside Rodri. Cherki has grown to 85. Phil Foden has really started to boost as well. He's gone up to 86 now. Jeremy Doku, finding his feet this season, has grown to 83 rated. McAdoo has grown to 68. Oscar Bob has now grown to 80. From 76, 77, 78, went to 79 not too long ago. He's now grown to 80, and he has really pushed himself as perhaps a starter with his performance level in this City side. Savinho has grown to 82. Marmoush sticks at 86. Sangare sticks at 67, and Erling Haaland has grown to 91. You can see the development of the side there. And if you look at the game plan, the way the first team is looking, that has been pretty much the first team throughout the season. Our more preferred first team, of course, Costa coming for Trafford, Diaz in for Kusanov, and then maybe Bernardo for Reinders, or Marmoush in for either Ryan Cherki or Phil Foden, is the changes we've made throughout the season. But that's how strong the side is. Of course, we've got Brighton to kick off the start of the next stage of the season, the second part of this season. But that City side is looking really good as well. And they're not the only players that have developed well in terms of, you know, progressing as players, because we've got a few players out on loan as well, a few that have just moved out on loan, and they look to be progressing as well in their overalls and developing to players perhaps ready for the first team in the future. The player that isn't quite on loan but has gone to New York City FC to play a bit of football, he's only 16 years of age, but Cavan Sullivan is already 72 rated. He is one for the future, this Manchester City side. He's someone that we will join the club when he turns 18. He's still got 2 years of development at New York City FC. He was playing for Philadelphia. We've moved to New York City. He can join a sister club before when he turns 17, before he turns 18. So maybe we bring him to Girona or somewhere like that to play European football, because he looks a superstar for the future. Seven Ipan has grown to 75 rated now. He's playing his trade at Girona. He looks a very top player for the future. Claire Echeverri has grown to 78 rated as well. He's been playing at Lyon on loan. His career looks like it's on the up for the City side. Jumabar playing at OGC Nice. He's 78 rated as well. Only 19 years of age. We really do have some real top quality talents for the future. Max Lane only 70 rated, playing at Stade Rennais. Hopefully that can be the kickstart of his campaign in terms of development. And Jemai Simpson-Pouze, he's joined Wolves for the remainder of the season on loan. He's 73 rated. Just to keep an eye on a couple of our players that we have, you know, in terms of targets for the future perhaps and their development. Morgan Gibbs-White has got up to 84 rated now. He certainly seems like one of the best players in the Premier League. Rodrigo has grown to 86 at Real Madrid despite not playing much football. Morgan Rogers 84 rated. Gerard Branthwaite 84 rated. But a player that's really developed over this course of this season in Ligue 1 is Magnus Akuche there, the Frenchman playing at AS Monaco. Maybe a target for the future. He looks like one that has really developed. But the idea really is to look at these players out on loan. And these young players out on loan, Echeverri, Jumabar, they are really developing well. Naipan as well, and so is, I mean, this man looks amazing for the future. 16 years of age and only 72 rate. I wanted to show him. Cavan Sullivan, the USA men's international, he will be soon. I mean, his stats look great. 16 years of age to be that good quality. What a player he could be in the future. Honestly, looks absolutely fantastic. And a player that we didn't move for in the transfer market, Martin Fernandes, he has made the move to Juventus from FC Porto. That kind of rules out him for the near and immediate future. Well, that is going to end today's episode. A little bit of a roundup before we get into the second half of the season, where we push for that Premier League title, we push for the Champions League title, and we push, of course, for the Emirates FA Cup as well. The treble could just be on for this Pep Guardiola team. You can see there a bit of thing it does on this game. It does tell you the manager's statistics, the tactics, the way they play, the way they like to do things, a fluid formation, playing a 2-2-4 in possession, playing a 4-2-4 out of possession, and usually starting the game in a 4-2-3-1. Defensive tactic, he likes to use a 3-3-1-3 when being defensive, does Pep Guardiola. That is a really cool feature that's part of FL25. And when it comes to looking towards the future, because one day in this series we will have to replace Pep Guardiola. Should it come at the end of this season, if we win the treble, I say Pep Guardiola would decide to leave the club, or should it come next summer when he does come to the end of his contract? And we know that will be the most that Pep Guardiola is at Manchester City. Please like the video already. Please do subscribe to if you are new. Is there any players you think we should be looking to target in January despite such a big, strong squad? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys next time.